few years ago, I was renting a house in Northern California. The neighborhood was just outside the suburbs. I just got home from work one day in midwinter. When I got out of my car, I caught a whiff of cigarette smoke. That was odd, as I'd never smelled that before around that house. I didn't see anyone nearby, so I just ignored it and went inside. I'd just gotten off a shift with a few hours of overtime, so I felt pretty tired. Even though it wasn't even 7 o'clock yet, I decided to take a shower and call it a night. I woke up sometime later, sure that I had heard a noise inside my house. I wasn't worried right away, because my friend would sometimes stop by to use my shower after work on his way to his night classes. He would always text me to let me know beforehand though. I reached over to my bedside table and picked up my cell phone to see if my friend had sent me a text, but my phone had no notifications. I set my phone aside and called out my friend's name. There were a couple of seconds of silence before I heard loud footfalls as someone started running through the bottom floor of my house. I leapt out of bed and ran to the closet. They were already up the stairs by the time I had opened the door and stepped inside. I heard whoever was in my house thunder down the hallway, past my door and into the bathroom. Thank God he did. That gave me enough time to open the attic access in the ceiling of my closet and hoist myself up. I just started to lift myself up when the person ran back out of the bathroom. My feet were barely inside the attic when I heard footsteps run into my room and stop. A moment later, the closet door was ripped open. After a few seconds of looking in the closet, they stepped away and I heard a loud crash come from my room, followed by a scream of frustration and anger. The man in my house ran back down the stairs. I heard crashes and clatters as things were thrown around and furniture was knocked over. After some time, the noises stopped. I started counting slowly. When I reached 1,000, I decided it was safe enough to climb down. When I got out of the closet, I saw the person had completely trashed my house, which was no surprise considering the noise. I walked straight to my landline and called the police. I expected this person would have inevitably stolen a lot of my valuable items, but as far as I could tell, the only thing missing was a single knife out of the wooden block in my kitchen. The police checked the house from top to bottom. They found that the side door had been forced open by something like a crowbar. They also found a few cigarette butts along my fence line, so they think he had been watching my house for a while. I realized that he must have been out there smoking a cigarette when I got home. Days following, I started practicing getting out of my bed, going to my closet, and climbing into the attic as quickly and quietly as possible. I even kept at it when I moved, except now I go to a crawl space at the back of the closet instead of the attic. I try not to think about what would have happened if I had been a bit slower getting to the attic, or if he hadn't gone into the bathroom at the end of the hall first.